So we have the wedding shit. Why is my heart rate this high? I do not know. I do, however, have Raphael. I have Silas and I have Caleb. So that's who we will be doing today. Oh wait, it's the login memory. I also have not done that one yet. Why is save here? Oh, also because of the promise. Ah, yeah, I forgot. Okay, we'll go down the list. We'll start at Caleb and then just work our way down.
The data has been uploaded. Mission complete.
That was sharp. We're gonna turn that down. Finally, I'm free from my overtime shift. Light pierces the gray sky. But the spatial and I forgot how hard this game is to read. And enshrouded, standing under the trees, I watch this distorted space. Fuck. For unstable, strange anomalies, hunters must promptly investigate and eliminate their energy sources. That's why my workload has increased recently. Are you free to stop by the old house? Didn't it blow up? What old house? Why are you there? And why did you return to Lincoln? Why didn't you tell me? Let's meet up. I also need your help with something. Okay. Bonk. The ruins. It did blow up. Okay, good. The ruins of our old house were cleared away a while back. Why is Caleb there? Oh, so there's just nothing there? He's just there for time's sake, I guess. I slow down as I approach the familiar street on my motorcycle. As I turn the final corner, a rooftop, familiar yet strange, catches my attention. Isn't that where our old house used to be? I park my motorcycle and hurry over, shocked to see the house from my memories is standing before me. Huh? The scent of dry wood hangs in the air as I push open the gates to the front yard. I make my way inside and step over the stacks of wooden planks scattered across the ground. Why are you sweaty? A tall figure on a ladder by the window. Caleb is wearing white gloves. He is not. And hammering a nail into the window frame. He is also not.
You're here. The news said the Hunters Association is busy dealing with all those anomalies lately. I was worried you might be swamped with work.
Tilts his head and raises his chin in my direction.
Screw.
Okay. I bent down to take a screw from the bag on the ground. I handed it to him, and the electric screwdriver worse for a moment. Should we really be talking about that?
What do you want to talk about then? Did you eat? What did you have? Was it good?
Hey, not all my conversations were solved about food. Only 80% of it. Also, why are you rebuilding this house? Also, you know what? I was wondering how the fuck did you afford it, and then I forgot you're a colonel. Fair enough. But also, why? Just why? I have so many questions for you, Caleb. I raise my hand to smack him, but then I remember he's still on the ladder, so hold it steady instead. No, slap him. Watch him fall. It's funny. Did you hire someone to rebuild this place? Look around. The basic structure of the old house has been completely rebuilt. Only some of the interior is still finished.
I hired a professional team. They rebuilt it to the point where it's almost an exact copy.
But why? Why can't I drink out of this cup? I'm struggling doing basic tasks. And you're only telling me about this now?
Would you join them if I told you earlier? I might as well wait until the house had taken shape.
So I'm here to be your cheerleader? I deliberately raise my arms to do an exaggerated cheerleading pose. You're so cool. You're so smart. Go, Caleb. Go, go, Caleb. Caleb takes off his gloves and taps my forehead.
I can hire professionals to rebuild the house, but the interior has to be done by me.
Because I don't know what it looked like. Are you doing this from memory? Of course he is. You know, weird way to ask if we could move in together, but sure. With sweat dripping from his face, he climbs down the ladder. I pick up a bottle of water from the ground, open it, and give it to him. I watch as he tilts his head back for a few sips. So Caleb, the master builder, finally realized he needed an assistant for the renovations.
I didn't want to bother a busy hunter like yourself with something simple. You might not find it worth your time.
Simple! You rebuilt a house from scratch from memory. He reaches past me to pick up a paper hat from the windowsill. Poyo! Poyo, Poyo! Welcome in! I feel a slight weight on top of my head. Looking up, I can only see the brim of a hat.
That's why I decided to let you paint the walls.
Wow. He moves behind me and ties an apron around my waist.
Besides, it's a task that should be done by two people.
My heart skips a beat as he leans down. We make eye contact as he glances up. I lower my gaze and mutter under my breath. I think you got too used to bossing me around when we were kids, so now you want to relive the good old days.
Do you need a reenactment to remember who was actually bossing people around?
Hi. He gives me a knowing look, and memories flash through my mind. I feel a twinge of guilt. I used to constantly pester him into helping me with all sorts of things. We have a lot of walls to paint. If we don't start soon, we'll run out of time.
And since we're on the topic of reminiscence, I actually invited you here to help me remember how this place used to be furnished.
Oh. I pick up a paint roller, coating it with the latex paint, and start applying it evenly to the wall. This color is similar to the original one.
It's not really popular anymore. I had to visit several stores before I found it.
I can't. Why are you shy? Why are you glibbering? Why are you so sweaty? Take a fucking shower. A question resurfaces in my mind. After pondering for a bit, I glance at him. I purposefully act nonchalant. What about the furniture? You can't possibly find stuff like that. That's exactly like the original.
I found some old photos that were taken inside the house. I already brought them to a furniture store to have custom pieces made.
This is a lot of effort, Caleb. Why? I didn't expect you to be so dedicated. Caleb sighs, turning his head. His gaze softens as it sweeps across my face.
You don't want me to do this?
Good point. I didn't say that. I turn away and watch the roller change the wall's color. Unlike layers of paint, the question in my mind are impossible to smooth out. Is he doing this just because he misses the past? The sunset's final rays fall on the floor by the window. They illuminate the tiny dust particles floating in the air. Caleb and I sit side by side against the wall. Well, the room is still empty. Is it though? Scenes from our life here seem to materialize. If Grandma could see this, she'd be happy, right? She'd also kill you because you two... Never mind. Grandma is rolling around in her grave. Ed wraps his arms around my shoulders.
Yeah, she would.
Oh. Aside from the tenderness in his eyes, a glance of melancholy briefly appears. Not wanting things to get too somber, I fidget with the paper hat in my hands. I fold it, point the tip inward. Your paper hat is a little boat now.
You're still not tired of this game, huh?
Caleb takes a little boat, he skillfully unfolds and refolds it. The paper in Caleb's hand quickly transforms into a new object. It's a paper plane.
Give me your hand.
I paper. Oh, crane! Close enough. They both fly. Lands in my palm, gently touches its wings with my fingers. When I was little, I think I used to pester you about folding 1,000 paper cranes for me. Realizing I've intentionally brought up the past, I quickly shift to a more light-hearted tone. The ones from before don't count. I'll keep this one safe. But you still owe me 999 paper cranes.
There's no such thing as a free meal.
Who said anything about that? Don't you think your accommodation tonight should come with a fee? 999 paper cranes in exchange for a soft, comfortable sofa is the deal of a lifetime. Cable blasts as he tussles my hair.
You're twisting my words in your favor, but deal.
Always. Despite my day being hectic with work, I'm unable to sleep in my bed. As I toss and turn, that question keeps swirling in my mind. Even if I ask him, he probably won't tell me the truth. Is he having nightmares? No, not my baby. Sounds from the living room make me open my eyes. Caleb. In an inexplicable unease washes over me. I sit up in bed before I quietly walk out of the bedroom. You sleep standing up. Faint moonlight outlines Caleb's sleeping figure and causes the sound he makes to be more distinct. Oh, no! Wake him up! I don't like that! Caleb's arm is draped across his forehead. The blanket is only up to his chest, while sweat glistens on his neck. Tap him. I gently shake Caleb's shoulder. Caleb, wake up! Looks like he hurt me. He lowers his arms and furrows his brow. You okay? The way I feel the urge to turn down the volume because when he was having a nightmare, okay? Poor baby. I touch Caleb's forehead. He opens his eyes and his gaze slowly focuses on what's around him. You can't stop breathing now. Did you have a bad dream? He averts his gaze, yet he holds my hand that's resting on his forehead.
It was a confusing dream. I can't remember it well, now that I'm awake.
No! We don't want to quit. Yeah, stop breathing now. Sounds like a threat. It's fine. Just let it happen.
Go back to bed.
Only if you join me. Is that too forward? He releases my hand and pats it back with twice as if to reassure me. As expected, he avoids answering my question. I sit down on the carpet beside the sofa.
What's wrong?
You! I'll stay until you fall asleep.
Are you treating me like a child?
Always. It's nice to be a kid every now and then. You'd always sneak me out to go on little adventures after I had nightmares. We play in the garden. Caleb looks taken aback for a moment. It's as if he didn't expect me to talk about the memories from when we first met.
Why did you bring that up all of a sudden?
I don't know. Probably because it was the time when I most frequently had nightmares. We're traumatized. I rest my head next to his. Under the hazy moonlight, we stare at each other. Do you still remember that place? He turns to his side, uses his arm to cushion his head.
How could I forget? I wanted to escape to that place as much as you did.
Oh. There was a small garden behind the shelter. It only had a few playgrounds worn down by the elements. During the Chrono Rift catastrophe, the place became even more derelict? Because of rampaging. I swear I can talk. Rampaging wanderers. But for children, broken slides, seesaws, and swings were more appealing than a shelter filled with crying and fear. And here I thought you were comforting me because of my nightmares. In reality, you were just using me as an excuse for your adventures.
Luckily for us, you were a very effective excuse.
Oh, I love him! He tussles my hair.
I really didn't like staying in the shelter. But sneaking out alone to go on slides and stuff felt too childish.
Smash! Hi, Rhea. Loretta? I'll just say it, Loretta. Smash, true. So I made me the immature one.
My job was to protect your childishness, thanks.
That way let me protect you after you have nightmares. Caleb is stunned, but he quickly regains his lighthearted smile.
Are you saying you think I'm childish?
You're a lot of things, Caleb! You're a lot of things. Good, because you have a great voice. Ooh, Caleb! Agreed. Yep. What the fuck? I poke his face. An actual mature person wouldn't refuse to admit they had nightmares. He lowers his gaze. He's looking at my fingers that's touching his skin.
If I admit it, will you take me on an adventure?
Always. Smiling, I'll grab his hand. I know the perfect place for one. Next day, Caleb and I travel across most of the city to reach an area that's become unfamiliar to us. The shelter from the Corona Rift catastrophe has long since vanished in the city's reconstruction. The roads, nearly devoid of people, become narrower as we walk. Did it get demolished already? I mutter under my breath.
It's okay if that small garden disappeared, you know. These roads have an adventurous feel to them. And if we run into a wanderer, that'd definitely make me forget my nightmare.
True. I know he's trying to comfort me with jokes, but I'm hoping that the place with our shared memories still exists. If finding wanderers works, you're welcome to become a hunter. I can guarantee you'll only have sweet dreams.
Okay. But I feel like I heard that before.
Good recruitment spiel. What, becoming a hunter?
The last part.
Oh. Several words suddenly resurface in my mind.
I think...
I remember now! You were the one who said it. Moon, I promise to take you to a real paradise someday. It'll be a place with only sweet dreams. I move my head dramatically while mimicking teenage Caleb's voice. A hint of embarrassment gradually appears on his face.
Even though years have passed, you still remember that? Did you have a hidden recorder on you back then?
It was our first promise. Of course I'd remember. Caleb pauses. Joy briefly shines in his eyes.
The first one.
What? His warm hand grabs mine as he leads me forward.
Come on. Maybe that place is still there.
Resolved, we walk faster towards the end of the alley. The alley emits a faint pinkish purple glow as I step into that light, and the ground beneath my feet suddenly vanishes. What just happened? Hey, Dark! Hey, Mooney, wait so long since I saw your stream. How things going? Things are going well. Pretty good. I've just been very tired. What awaits me wasn't the fall I had expected. I'm greeted by a weightless sensation. Where the fuck? Is this a hallucination? What the fuck is going on? Throughout this dreamlike, floating amusement park, colorful rides interweave with wispy clouds. I'm also very tired. Yeah. It's the heat. Enormous planets hang in the pinkish purple sky. They're seemingly within reach. I float within Caleb's lines of sight, the light and I embraced by his grace. When did this place become a spatial anomaly?
At least it's still a playground. It even looks like what we imagined as kids.
Hydrate. In the wake of the space, Caleb floats towards me with effortless grace. It's unlike my unsteady wobbling.
Warning. Unstable fluctuations detected. Please locate the energy source and eliminate it.
This place is huge, and we're just floating around. Who knows how long it'll take for us to find it.
Perfect. Now, we have enough time for an adventure. If you don't want to float away, don't let go of me.
What the fuck? Okay. You know what? Maybe I shouldn't ask questions. He takes my hand and I instantly feel the familiar gravity. I think I can walk on thin air. Holding Caleb's hand, I take a few steps. And then I find myself jumping of joy. Caleb, I feel like this place was made for your evil!
I'd rather believe this place exists because of our promise.
Okay, you cheeky bastard. It leads me through the air as brilliant, colorful amusement park rides float around us. Each one seems to be capable of bringing endless delight.
This does feel like a place where only sweet dreams could exist. Is there anything you'd like to try?
I look around, but my mind inappropriately leaps to that amusement park at Skyhaven. My heart aches with an inexplicable pain. The memory suddenly rewinds to the moment where his lips brushed against my ear. That burning sensation returns! Ah! I love that part. I lower my gaze and point to the least conspicuous attraction among all the rides, the merry-go-round. I want to ride that one.
You're not interested in the thrilling rides? You dragged me to each and every one of them last time.
That's why I want to go on the ride we didn't go to. Caleb is stunned for a moment. A thin veil of darkness appears in his eyes.
So you won't be reminded of that Skyhaven amusement park. Alright.
Oh. Caleb carefully tightens his rope in my hand and walks towards the merry-go-round. A gentle, ethereal melody drifts through the air as the light on the merry-go-round turn on one by one. I sit on the white carousel horse, while Caleb takes a black one next to me. Do you remember the first time we went to that little garden? Or I hear your PC making the sound of cat or a cat purring. No, it's the fans in my room because I'm hot. I'm so warm. It is so warm. There was only a broke toy horse lying on the ground.
You looked very disappointed and asked why it couldn't be a merry-go-round.
And you used your evil to make the toy horse float. You let me sit on it before you spun it around.
Unfortunately, I wasn't good at using my evol back then. The horse did one spin before collapsing.
The horse rise and fall in a steady rhythm, and our gaze meet at shifting heights. As my white horse slowly rises, I look at him. Caleb, I want to write this, because when I think of those days, everything seems more pure. Funny you say that. More pure, you say, huh?
What do you mean by pure, exactly? If I could, I'd go back to those days. Two people who met in a shelter. They were growing up together, without being so close to each other.
His black horse rises, and our positions are reversed. As he looks at me, a somber fire burns in his gaze.
That's my idea of purity.
As the carousel spins, the colorful horses blur into swirling, indistinct shapes. In the center of my gaze, only his face remains in focus. But you also missed those days when we were with Grandma, didn't you? Why else would you rebuild our old home and try to make everything look the same as it did back then? The music ends, and the merry-go-round stops spinning. The black and white horses return to their original positions. We make eye contact.
Because I keep having nightmares about it being blown up.
I don't think your nightmares are about the house being blown up, Caleb. I hate to tell you, but you blew up too. I'm pretty sure that's what your nightmares are about. I don't think it's the house. I hate to tell you this, but I don't think it's the house. Though if you want to rebuild it to cope, who am I to judge? It will not fix it though, because you are still missing an arm. It's sad to tell you this, buddy. The calmer his voice is, the clearer the unconscious sound he makes during his nightmares are in my mind.
I thought the nightmares would stop if I rebuilt our old home.
My heart cries out in pain as if an invisible hand is squeezing it. I jump down from the horse and step towards to embrace Caleb. You could have told me sooner. Caleb freezes, and he slowly wraps his arms around my back, and they tighten around me.
I miss the past. I really do. But I want more than that.
I've not met Caleb yet, so keen. Thank you for the follow. Paracetamol. I love that name. That is an amazing name. Hi! You have not met Caleb yet? He is one of my mains. I main Raphael, Caleb, and Silas in non-specific order. I try to squeeze Zane in when I can, but like with this banner is being left behind. Sorry to say. Who do you main? I must know. Who's your pick? In his embrace, I look at him. It won't be just a past. Didn't we go on adventure?
Yeah. Any adventure we have here will turn into sweet dreams at night. Right?
There are too many good options. Sounds like a golden trio. It is a very good. I mean, they're all really good. I just don't vibe with Xavier, but I don't hate him. He's just not my cup of tea, and that's okay. The hunter's watch suddenly sounds an alarm. The energy source has appeared. Caleb points at something nearby.
Is that it?
I look in the direction he's pointing in, and see a tiny paper crane. Its colors are illuminated by light as it glides diagonally above the clouds. In this weightless space, it seems carefree as it flies freely. Xavier is my fave so far, but Silas keeps coming home for me. So keen to meet him. You have not met Silas either? How far are you into the game? Are you a very new player? I'm surprised the paper crane is the energy source for a massive place.
Maybe it contains all the wishes and energy of the person who folded it.
Caleb says this somewhat thoughtfully, and he immediately lowers his head and talks with his usual tone.
Didn't I also use a paper crane to get myself one night at your place?
This just started? I started streaming a couple of weeks ago. Well, welcome into the community. Welcome in. Happy to have you. Ooh, Caleb. Yeah, he stayed over. Yeah, we don't. You promised me 1,000 cranes. Now try to get yourself out of that. Alas grasps my hand and pulls me towards the cloud.
Let's deal with your mission first. Then we'll go home so I can continue making them.
Aww. If a wonderland where sweet dreams become a reality really exists, then our tightly clasped hands, as we run, and the smile on Caleb's face will appear in my dreams time and time again. Why are you panting? Okay. cloudy edge of the amusement park would catch up to the paper crane. I reach out and have it land in my palm. Once I remove its energy, this place will disappear.
You're having second thoughts?
Does anyone want a wonderland to exist for a short period of time? Especially one that only offers sweet dreams.
The old garden from our childhood never gave us any nightmares, right?
He just wants to pants for you. It's so nice for you. Such a good dog. Man is breathing a lot in this card. Breathing is his thing, okay? He doesn't kiss very well, so he needs to make it up in other areas. I pause and turn to look at him. His gaze is bathed in the soft light.
Whether a dream is good or bad depends on the people who appear in them. If you're in every dream I have from now on, it's okay if this place disappears.
That's sweet. It feels like soft, fluffy clouds have wrapped themselves around my heart, and an expansive tenderness protects it as it races with joy. Resonate? You say he doesn't kiss well? How did you reach that thought? You'll hear. Don't worry. You'll hear. Look at him! My boy! Oh, goodness. Because of her resonance, the energy within the paper crane transforms into countless shimmering particles that slowly flow through our bodies. As they disperse, the clothes that Caleb and I are wearing unexpectedly transform into elegant formal wear. Is this what it feels like to be in a fairy tale? Caleb smiles and pulls me down to lie beside him. The clouds part as our bodies sink, and they quickly envelop us again.
Then, let's stay in this fairy tale for a while longer.
So cute. I raise my hand. My fingertips touch the soft, wispy clouds. The delicate strands dissolve into nothingness. This magical place is slowly fading away, and decide to say the words that have been swirling in my heart for so long. Caleb, an old little garden can transform into a breathtaking wonderland one day. And even when you rebuild an old house and make it look exactly like it did back then, you'll realize everything inside is new. He raises his hand and slowly intertwines his fingers with mine.
Relationships between people can become something new as well, right?
Yes! Only if that's what you want.
I want it.
For no apparent reason, we're gonna start that. The venom clouds pass through our joint hands as midsummer radiant glow sets the sky aflame. And the person beside me shines as bright as summer morning sun. No hesitation on that save. Yippee. I'm fine. I'm so calm. Everything... MC, can you talk slower? Everything we've experienced today will appear in my dream.
Let's make this dream even more unforgettable.
Let's release the paper crane we fold and let it drift into deep space.
That paper crane will be lonely if we leave it as is, though. You wanted me to fold you 1,000 paper cranes when we were kids. What about now?
Resonate. Since when? No! I'm having a Sidus's magic moment again. Since when can you materialize things? What? Since when? Your evil is graffiti. Graffiti. What do you mean? You can just make shit up here. Fuck. I will never understand this fucking game, will I?
They won't just be in deep space. They'll live on in my dreams.
Oh. The nuzzle!
With you.
The nuzzle! I'm fine. That's fine. That's. Wait, what? Aside from paper cranes, is there anything else you want? I need a Caleb muzzle like that in real life. I would be fixed.
Of course. I want to have a place in your heart that's different from before.
The master part, kind of. I forgot that's his nickname for me. I forgot. You know, weird way to propose, but sure. I forgot about that.
I want to share every adventure with you in the future, with this new role. Is that okay?
Thanks for that. You're very welcome. Is that okay? Are you proposing to me, Caleb? That's a future I hope we'll have, Caleb. His kisses are so bad. This poor man. Thank you. These kisses are so bad. Are so dry. Man needs a glass of water. I can't. He lacks some moisture. Whoa, shots fired on Caleb. What? Did you not hear it? It's awful. I love this man, but Jesus, drink some water. Oh, the ring though. Choo choo.
Want to do something more adventurous?
Choo choo. We already know my answer. This is very cute. Are we
Adventures that
boarding
only existed in dreams have become today's reality.
You say this. Are we moving? We're moving the train. Okay, no, it's not. Okay.
Hold on tight. The train is about to leave.
No. When I saw the fancy train shit, I kind of changed my mind about wanting this memory. See, I have all of his memories, so I can't skip out on it. But the train is very silly. Once we leave this place, we'll fulfill our vows to each other. Egg.
Aren't we already doing that? The future is right now.
They're so bad. At least a man can breathe. See what I said about him being a bad kisser? He's dry as a desert. He lacks any kind of moisture. Just, they're so puffy. You actually see? You get it. At least it can breathe. You're too right. That's how my life is spelled. Dries and plop plop plop. Hi Goblin, hi Draft. He needs a glass of water. My man is so dehydrated. We love him though. One day he'll learn. We just need to sit this man down, give him a glass of water, and let him try again. Me. He just needs to try again. Like a few times. I'm willing to sacrifice myself to teach him. Oh, he is terrible at kissing. He's just not his thing. After the dreamlike amusement park disappears, the true appearance of the area is revealed. Coincidentally, the small garden had been used to build a real children's playground. Cute! On this afternoon with clear skies, sunlight bathes a small yard, wearing a white-rimmed straw hat. That came out weird. I crouched down while holding a young sapling. Caleb's shadows fall over me as he holds a shovel. He puts soil into the small hole he dug for the sapling. Jesus.
That's good. Let it go, and we'll see if it stands.
It's been a while. That's my favorite moon of Goblin. Goblin of the Moon. I am good. I slowly release the sapling, and it doesn't fall under the sunlight. Its tender green leaves seem to glow. I heard saplings grow incredibly fast. It might be taller when you visit again. Punctuations are hard. Caleb hands me a watering can before picking one up himself. He crouches down beside me to water the little sapling. It's a shame the tall pagoda tree is gone. We used to measure our heights against
When you were worried about not growing tall enough, you'd stand under that tree every week. I had to carve a mark for you with my pocket knife.
Cute. Caleb sets down the watering can and presses his fist against his lips.
Let me tell you a secret.
Okay.
I was just messing with you when you thought you were growing taller.
Oh, fucking course he would. You asshole. Look, Pipsqueak, you're growing taller! Look! Same height. Huh?
You couldn't see what I was doing, so I just carved the mark a little higher. You never noticed.
Wow. Really, Caleb? At this point, you've been messing with me my whole life.
But you grew taller in the end, right? So it doesn't count. I toss aside the empty watering can and try to tickle Caleb, but he quickly catches my arms. Oh, that little chuckle. Oh my god, I love him. Caleb sits on the ground in the small garden. One hand is propped against the earth while the other arm is wrapped loosely around me. He tilts his head back to gaze at the sky. You're right. Too bad the pagoda tree is gone. It could have backed up my story.
My hand pauses before resting on Caleb's shoulder. Don't be sad just like, yeah, this little sapling will grow too. It'll witness many things.
Good.
Caleb raises his hand and plays with the necklace I gave him.
We'll wait for it to grow up together.
Oh. Trees take a long fucking time though. That's a long time, Caleb. That is so cute. Look, I have... Oh, yippee. That is cute. We got the dress. Very nice. Let me actually see. I believe this means we get the ring, right? We do. Very cool. Very nice. Next up, we have Silas. What you got, Si? I haven't seen this screen since the fucking very beginning. Holy shit. Why are we here? No, wait. Is this a second fucking multi-banner where you throw us into his myth? Slow down, please. As I opened the heavy door, the majestic and sacred hall I had imagined doesn't materialize. Instead, desolation greets me. I step into the great hall, weight sprawling across the floor. Rusty candelabra are toppled over, and withered vines climb the walls. The patterns on these walls are identical to the spatial anomalies reported in the news. I didn't expect to find one in the N109 zone.
Aren't you on your way?
Yes, my favorite KFC bucket. I detected metroflux fluctuations, so I got held up.
Is it serious?
It's not a wanderer. Probably just fluctuations from the deep space tunnel.
That's good. But if you don't get here soon, I'll beat the game without you.
Hey! Rude. Give me a few minutes. Put the controller down right now. You're not allowed to finish the game without me. Rude. The spatial anomaly looks like an abandoned church, so there's not a lot to investigate. I'm just about to leave when something falls. Several yellow books and rusty coins rest on different pews throughout the church. Weird, it's as if someone lived here. That's cause someone did in a previous life. You actually live here too. Fun thing.
Warning. Energy fluctuation levels in this space are rising. It's ill-advised to remain here for an extended period of time.
I should wait until the fluctuation levels stabilize, then I can do another investigation. The infamous leader of Onakaidus, who strikes fears at the people wherever he goes, is playing video games with me. Terrifying! Honestly, terrifying person. But the real reason for my visit is so I can visit Silas to attend my senior's engagement party. There will be a lot of people there. Will the association or his rivals recognize him if he's my +1 most wanted person in the galaxy?
That's weird, sweetie. You lost again.
Sir, could you not?
Luckily for us, we're just playing games today. If these were real wanderers, they probably wouldn't share my interest in drawing cats.
What? Have you been drawing cats? Your drawings suck, though. Silas puts down the controller, picks up a marker, and leans in to add another stroke to my cheek. You just got lucky. You don't need to be smug about it.
Oh, I thought cats were supposed to be smug.
Strong whiskers on us. He gently tilts my chin to the side. I see my reflection in the mirror. He's already drawn enough cat whiskers on my cheeks. I can't believe I lost that many times.
You didn't come all the way to the N109 zone just to play games and look like a cat, right?
No, but it's a fun bonus.
I wouldn't mind if that was the case, though.
Oh, this asshole. Of course he noticed how distracted I was. I pull out the engagement party's invitation out of my bag. One of my seniors from school is getting engaged, so if you're free... He takes the invitation and examines it carefully. A gleam of delight flashes in his eyes.
You already know my answer. Was losing that many games worth it?
I heard her fiance works at the Hunters Association, so there'll probably be a lot of hunters at the engagement party. If your identity get exposed, and you become a target, dips the tip of my nose with the index finger.
It's not like this is our first time interacting with a group of hunters.
No, last time you went with karaoke and nobody liked your singing. Also, you introduced yourself as a very, very good fruit merchant. I think. So there's that. I forgot I could.
Wouldn't you say our past experiences have proven how good my acting skills and our rapport are?
It's composed and easily soothes my worries. No, it doesn't. I smile as I pick up the controller again.
Do you feel better now? You don't have an excuse not to do your best.
Fine, let's play another round. I love how he just likes to play video games. I said I wasn't doing my best. I was letting you win earlier.
You let me win that many times. You're too kind.
Couldn't you return the favor? I beckoned him to move closer with a come hither gesture.
A bet's a bet. I'm waiting for your magnum opus.
But I'm your magnum opus! I pick up a marker and draw a tiny heart on Silas's face. Done. Once you see it, you'll admit I won fair and square. Silas starts to look at himself in the mirror. His smile widens.
It'll be more than just accepting defeat. I'll happily lose to you a few more times.
Ah! He's very nice about it. On the day of the engagement party, Silas unsurprisingly commands attention whenever he appears. Are you in your suit already?
Sky, do you know what she was like in school?
Did we introduce ourselves as childhood friends? That seems like a fault. That seems like a mistake. No, I don't want to quit.
That's why I'm here. I'd like to learn more about her past.
A hunter's work isn't easy. Since your job is in a completely different field, you need to be understanding.
Yes, of course. I'm adapting to the pace of a hunter's lifestyle.
While he handles everything flawlessly, I still remain vigilant of our surroundings.
Is my performance not enough to put you at ease?
Could you not? You're surrounded by hunters. Better safe than sorry.
My balloon!
His birthday suit, you know. Your words are correct, but. Yes, he is. Why that sounds weird? Good to know. Good to know you noticed. I was like, wow, wow. You're technically not wrong. A child's voice interrupts me as a pink balloon floats up before my eyes. I reach for it, but the strings have already moved out of my grasp. Is Silas gonna do it? Suddenly, Silas's arm appears and he catches the string.
Don't worry. The police and the Hunters Association say I'm not a kind-hearted person in their records.
The sass! Oh. His eyes crinkle as he forces himself to smile. He crouches down to give the balloon to the little girl running towards him.
Hi there. Is this your balloon?
Mommy!
Not good with kids. No, no. Being scared of him. That kid has excellent survival instincts. The little girl runs away. As her crying fades into the distance, Silas looks at me. He's confused.
You told me to smile at people with this exact angle.
I'm losing it. That's so funny. He's like, babe, you told me to smile. What the fuck? I'll back my laughter and reach up to help him stand up. You hardly see anyone in the N109 zone who makes you want to smile. You've gotten rusty.
You're not wrong. I only get plenty of practice when I'm meeting people with you.
He gives me a faint smile.
The more I practice, the better I'll get. Isn't that right?
His smile is a tiny pink balloon to his wrist. Let me teach you another trick for looking approachable. Try something cute with you. Even the sternest face becomes twice as friendly.
Cute, huh? I already have that. Maybe you're not close enough for it to be obvious.
Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Also, that's a really roundabout way of saying I'm cute, but thank you. He suddenly pulls me close. With his arms around my shoulder, he looks.
I should look friendlier now that I have you and the balloons, right?
He is an absolute gremlin. As night falls, the party moves indoors. The lawn is empty, with lights glow. And the light's glow is misty as it diffuses into the night sky. I sit with Silas on the steps outside. The pink balloon on his wrist is like a tiny exclamation mark in the tranquil night. Too bad we couldn't find the little girl. I wanted to return her balloon. I poked the balloon's smooth surface.
Let's just consider it a gift from her.
Sure. Someone shameless. Ha. My fingertips moves from the balloon to Silas's face.
You're in a good mood today.
It's probably because you got a lot of chance to practice your smile.
Should I show you the results?
Please don't. I fear. Do not. Haven't you been doing that this whole time? My fingers slide to his lips and gently touch them. Ha. I'll give you 99 points out of. His warm lips are pressed against the pad of my finger.
I guess I made significant progress. This is the highest score I've ever received.
Darn. You didn't really smile before.
Well, you said it yourself. Very few people in the N109 zone can make me smile.
Now what happened earlier? I pauses slightly. He lowers his gaze to look at me.
Why are you asking?
It's probably because of the party game. When my senior and her boyfriend were asked about each other's past, they both answered quickly. I hook my fingers around the balloon string and pull it. The pink balloon partially hides my face.
Are you interested in playing a game like that?
I'd love to know more about your past. I just imagined myself in that situation and realized I wouldn't be able to answer anything about you.
But everything they mentioned were happy memories. Ever since we met, I can talk for weeks about those.
Oh, ow. That hurts. Okay, that's very sweet of you, Sai. That hurts me, though. Fuck. Silas pushes the balloon aside with his hand, and his gaze lands on my face.
There's today's balloon. The chances to practice my smile. Dancing with you here. And casual conversations while sitting on these steps.
That's today, Silas. That's not our past.
Instead of focusing on the parts of my past where you weren't present, I'd rather create memories with you.
I pause before quietly resting my head against them. I look at the grass bathed in moonlight. So nice. Not actually surprised by Silas's response. He tends to avoid talking about his past for the most part. But in some corner of my heart, a subtle disappointment slowly creeps in. We've grown closer and entered each other's lives. The areas where we intersect have also increased. However, he's only opened a small crack for me to peer into his past. The next day.
fluctuation levels in this space are currently stable. You may proceed with an investigation.
I push open the heavy church door for the second time. As I venture deeper into the building, the light becomes increasingly dim. The glow from my hunter's watch only illuminates a few meters ahead. Chess? Someone has the time to learn to play chess in this dilapidated place? They must have lived a carefully free life. My words echo throughout the empty church.
You as well. It seems you have the time to analyze someone else's hobbies in the same place.
A familiar voice resounds from the doorway. Surprised, I turn my head to see Silas leaning against the entrance. He has his arms crossed. Why are you here?
I wanted to ask you the same question, sweetie.
I'm here to investigate the spatial anomaly. Wait, how did you know I would visit? Hi, Mephisto. Hi, Matthew. My son. A silhouette flashes past the window. A crow cry. Whether it's answering me or mocking me, I'm not sure. Lingers outside. Mephisto. It really is a helpful bird.
It's just a coincidence. This place happens to be within Mephisto's usual patrol route.
Your bird has a patrol route? What about you? Why are you here? He lowers his arms and slowly strolls into this church.
Spatial anomalies aren't restricted areas. That includes the ones in the N109 zone.
There. I still need to figure out if it's safe to enter and exit the space. You should leave first.
Is it unsafe? That's all the more reason for me to stay.
He walks up to me. Candlelight suddenly flickers to life in front of his hand. When I get a closer look, I see he produced a set of matches from who knows where. Another bitch that can just materialize shit. Wonderful. Strikes one to light a candelabrum beside a pew.
The church is massive. I doubt your watch will last long here.
You usually carry matches with you. I don't think I've seen you with them before.
It's just another coincidence.
No. He holds the candelabrum while extending his other hand towards me. I feel like there are too many coincidences today.
Wouldn't the biggest one be you discovering this place? And since coincidences brought us here, maybe it was fate that you needed someone to help you find your way.
For some reason, my heart beats lighter because of this unexpected encounter. Silas uses the lit candle in the candelabrum. Whenever it says coincidence, it's always between quotation marks. Nothing is ever coincidental with him, right? This bitch knows too much. This bitch has too many influences, too many contacts. He would never do something on accident or with a coincidence. He has planned everything out to a fucking T. The darkness is gradually conquered one flame at a time. I thought it said bondage, and I was gonna have a lot of questions, but no. Bandages and gauze are scattered along the aisle. It's as if someone tries to use them, but eventually toss them aside in frustration. With all these medical supplies, do you think this place was used as a safe house? I need to stop clicking that button.
It's a good choice. Most people wouldn't be interested in entering a rundown church like this. Very safe.
Silas is terrible at tending to his wounds. He always makes a mess of the bandages. Is this another coincidence? No, it's his fucking place! MC, I know you don't have your memory, sweetheart, but this is the same fucking chapel you and him stayed on in his myth. I feel like he has a connection to the place. I feel he found it and just decided to make it his fucking lair. I turn my head and look at him thoughtfully.
Yes?
It's nothing. I just feel like you understand the person who stayed here.
People in need of safe houses think along the same lines.
God, you suck at lying. This explanation is flawless, but it's not enough to dispel my suspicion. I pull Silas out to the window, so where yellowed old book lights.
Are you interested in this place, or in the person who used it?
Both. He tightens his grip on my hand slightly. I take the opportunity to pull him a little closer to the window. Burn the candle here. Can't make out any of the text. Under the flickering candlelight, I brush away the dust from the book. It's a worn atlas that meticulously documents the geographical layout of a technology center. According to various records, the N109 zone was a thriving tech hub 14 years ago. And then something that could be called evidence appears. Silas, look at the handwriting. Does that look familiar to you? I show him the page with bold, untamed handwriting.
Aren't hunters supposed to investigate spatial anomalies? When did you become a detective?
If you don't want to admit it, I won't force you. But you can't interfere with what I've discovered on my own.
All right, Miss Sharp-Eyed Hunter, who's also a detective. What else have you deduced from these simple clues?
The spatial anomaly didn't appear because of recent deep space tunnel fluctuations. It's highly likely that it existed for at least 10 years.
It's true that deep space tunnel fluctuations have occurred more than once.
The flickering candlelight is reflected in his eyes. It's like a faint glow dancing among the shadows. At the far end of the church stands a weathered pipe organ. I see several objects scattered across its keyboards. They're polished crystals of various colors, now they're dull. Your fondness of shiny things hasn't changed a bit. I mutter quietly to myself, but it still reaches his ears. He sets the candle. Can we stop using that word? She says. Candelabrum aside, and picks up a dust-covered crystal. He weighs it in his hand.
They're just ordinary crystals. Kids in the N109 zone used to pretend they were gems to impress people.
Did you do that? People actually fell for that?
Maybe someone wanted to brighten up this dreary place.
I paused, and I take the crystal from his hand to examine the marks of repeated polishing. Under what circumstances would a person want to decorate a safe house? Guess it'd be when someone starts treating a safe house as a home. It looks at me, and that gaze, which felt impossible to read, now seems to be comprehensible.
You'd be a good detective.
Thank you. I suddenly step on something hard. I look down and discover several rusty bullet casings. Each one is marked with a brown stain. Is that blood? I bend down to pick one up, but Sally quickly reaches out to stop me.
Don't look at those.
What? Candelabrum? Candelabrum? I don't know, I just hate it. He has me sit down, then he places a finger on one of the organ's keys. The pipe organ has been neglected for years. It produces a deep, muffled noise. Little bullets that were extracted from flesh and still wet with blood make the same hollow sound when they fall to the ground. Please don't. I hate difficult words. They don't make me happy. It does not spark joy. Why did you choose this place as your safe house?
It was the first area I saw after coming here. Back then, this place wasn't called the N109 zone. And before I gained a footing here, this was my first safe house.
Aww. He turns to look at me with a faint smile appears on his face.
Or, you could say this was my first home.
Fuck. For reasons I can't explain, my heart feels a sudden twinge of pain.
Warning. Energy fluctuation levels in this space are rising. It's ill-advised to remain here for an extended period of time.
Why are the fluctuations levels rising again?
Didn't you see the news, sweetie? The current deep space tunnel fluctuations are entering their final phase. The spatial anomalies they created are disappearing one after another.
Ready to leave, it pulls me to my feet. Just stay where I am.
Why aren't you moving? A good hunter knows when to quit while they're ahead.
Will this place disappear too? Hasn't it existed for a while?
Every intense fluctuation from the deep space tunnel creates new spatial anomalies while obliterating others. This place probably won't last for much longer.
Aren't you sad to see it go? After all these places.
I haven't been here in a long time.
Oh.
If you hadn't found it, I probably wouldn't even remember what happened here.
His expression remains nonchalant, as if he's saying goodbye to something trivial.
Even if it vanished without a trace one day, I'll remember this place for a while longer. All because you visited it.
Candle in the nearby. Fuck! Candelabrum is burned out. Its bluish gray smoke now slowly fades away. I look around the weed-covered place, and an idea forms in my mind. Will Silas' memory of his first home always be this desolated state? Hey, you said it right this time? I did? I'd rather not eat uranium. Bad for your health. There's a theory about the human brain. It's good at remembering results while forgetting the process. This is true. If the results are beautiful, then the pain experienced along the way gradually fades. This is also true. Silas could see what the church originally looked like. Will the memory of his first home be preserved in a less gloomy image? The plan to secretly decorate the central area of the church to give Silas a surprise. One day later. Huh? I push open the door for the third time. Amazed I stared at the church. It's been completely restored and everything is even more majestic than I imagined.
You arrived earlier than I expected.
How did you... Huh?
Because I had the same plan as you.
I had a plan? This is news to me. What's with the formal clothes?
Weren't we going to create the most unforgettable memory before this place disappears?
Oh, that was my plan. I forgot.
I always take occasions like this very seriously.
It leads me to a pew where large gift box sits. Once it opens, it reveals an exquisite formal dress inside. I also have to dress up.
Did you think you'd be a spectator in the memory we're creating?
Warning. Abnormal fluctuations detected in this area. Its dissipation is imminent.
Your association system is very efficient.
Where this place disappears. Should we do something you've never done before? Like marry?
It sounds like you already have something in mind.
Scan the room, then I point at the withered vines that are strikingly out of place. You ever seen them bloom?
No.
Okay. What the fuck was that? Why is he doing the bookshelf lean? Wait a second. Why? Where? Huh? 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 What? From head to Pikachu face? Like, huh? Why would you?
Did you plan this?
Sights we've never seen before, the most unforgettable, right? Silas smiles as energy flows from his palm. I place my hand over his to resonate with him. We ignore the fact that it's clipping. Black-red mist winds through the entire church. Flowers of various color bloom on every vine as far as the eye can see. The lifeless church is filled with life, and now it's bursting with vitality. The expression on Silas' face slightly softens at the sight of his transformation.
Why did you want to create a new memory for me here?
Because this is where you opened up about your past. Leads me to sit on the stairs that ascend to the central platform. Candles illuminate both sides of the pews, and colorful light from the stained glass windows slant across the steps. At the far end stands that heavy door.
You were the one who chose to open the door.
What lies behind it aren't ruins anymore. He looks at me, and tenderness flickers in his eyes.
You are what lies behind this door now. I'll always remember the new memories you've given me. But the ones we can create here aren't limited to just these.
I love this frame. I love this frame. They look like they're contemplating life. It's just like, well, now what? We got that. Never thought I'd get this far. Meme frame. It is such a good meme. It's just like, well, shit. Now what? Now what do we do? Actually, I'll just screenshot that. I love MC Silas dress. Yeah, it's very pretty.
People usually come here to exchange vows. Obviously, that isn't something you can do alone.
These evil flowers are blooming only because of her resonance. And nudge nudge. Hold his hand. It's their linkage. It's their linkage. Oh, but it's flowers. Oh, they've come such a long way. They've come such a long way. Oh my goodness. Oh. It's a shame these flowers won't last long.
There's something I want to do with you. Before they disappear.
The red glitter. Wait, I got confused. Silas, will you be sad when everything that happened here vanishes?
It just means everything that happened here will become a secret between us. However, I hope we'll share more than one secret. I want more memories of us. Until they fill our future.
I'm done. This is it. I have seized. Oh! I can't. Caleb didn't even get on his fucking knees.
And you?
I have no words. I have no words. He's so pretty. It is my tap is. Oh my god. I wish I could make our wishes come true.
In that case, I want this wish to last forever.
Oh. The church is fading away. Silas, you're brave enough to accompany me?
Always.
He's so happy. He's so handsome. Also, that works with 2 people?
Maybe the world outside is coming to an end. Doomsday and all that jazz.
I love him! This is beautiful. Kiss him, yes. Thank you, Silas. You actually know how to do it. This is a perfect time to create memories related to it.
All right, let's create more memories with each other until Doomsday itself actually arrives.
Huh? Sir! Sir! It's just the time and place. I'm not complaining. That took me by wild surprise. Oh my god. Sir, this is a charge. Sir, please. Sir. Sir. Oh, they fucking. In the dress? Really? That's diabolical. Wow. Okay. The world outside isn't ending. The world outside isn't ending. In fact, it's peaceful beyond our imagination. Fuck, he was starving. Oh, back to playing video games. You lost again. Let's have a kick off my slippers. Get on my knees. And move behind him. Okay. Took another colorful hair tie off my wrist. So can't let your enemies know you're a sore loser when video games are involved. Am I making like a little... I this as I grab some hair from the back of his head and tie it into a little ponytail with ease. Alright, this stop challenging you to card games and fights. I'll invite you to play video games instead.
You're not even this proud when you kill S-rank wanderers.
Of course, this is a rarer achievement than defeating S-rank wanderers. It's hard not to be proud. You're just had to face me, staring at the little ponytails sticking out in all directions on his head. I can't help but touch them.
Something is wrong with the controller.
Uh-huh, you keep telling yourself that. He's still being stubborn. Didn't bring a pair of new ones. Where did you put them?
You're being very accommodating. Let me guess. There's a condition.
Simple, if you lose the next round, let me take a photo of you. Deal? So it's not haggling when you make deals with him is one of many indicators that he's in, to show that he's in a good mood. That is, it points at where the controllers are. I go there while thinking about the perfect angle for his photos later. The shelves before me are lined with dull crystals, yellowed books, and an antique chess set. Tied to the railing on the side of the shelf is a familiar pink balloon.
Did you find them?
I turn around, astonished, to stare at them. The little ponytail. I can't take this man serious like this. I cannot take him serious. I stare at the man walking towards me with tiny ponytails all over his head. Since when did you become so sentimental, Silas? Smiles as he picks up the box of controllers with one hand while taking
I
the hand
haven't.
in the other.
I'm preserving as many of our shared memories as I can.
That's called being sentimental. His ridiculous hairstyle and matter-of-fact tone clash with the romantic sentiment he's expressing. But my racing heart tells me that I'll also cherish this moment until we reach our vows set deadline. I sometimes think spatial anomalies return to where they came from instead of disappearing.
Isn't that fitting? It's just like the things in this room.
He squeezed my hand even tighter.
Everything that happened. Every word that was spoken. They're all preserved in deep space.
Very cute. We appreciate that. That's very cute. Yippee! Now, we have only one more. And then I'm gonna call it a day. We have Raphael next, with Dustin Dawntide. Our fish! Fish! He refused to come home, I'm still mad at him. Small speedboat cuts through the Azorway waters. An island appears. There's no trace of Must Art Studio, which was built on it. Cute fishy time! In its place stands an unfamiliar landscape. This is a newly formed spatial anomaly, huh? No person is. Carrying a canvas and art supplies, a familiar figure stands on the shore. Even from across the vast sea, I can see the helpless expression on his face. Raphael! Ah, so you just woke up. You're home, let's go! Poor fish. Oh.
I shouldn't have passed out after staying up for 2 days. Then maybe I could have saved more than just these things.
Raphael, you are a male failure. You are such a failure. I love you. The pained expression he tears to show me a small collection of personal belongings that were salvaged. I spilled a water container for painting. It wasn't even empty before he grabbed it. I quickly cleared my throat to suppress an inappropriate urge to laugh. Alright, just a spatial anomaly created by the Deep Space Tunnel. Once the fluctuations subside, your home will return to normal. But the roads to White Sand Bay, along with its beach, has also vanished beneath the waves. Fluctuations caused by protofield displacement, which resulted in shifting the spatial anomaly several nautical miles away from its actual location. In other words, this place has become a lonely island. That's unfortunate. The menace to himself. Everything is normal for now. No matter fluctuations have been detected. There are no signs of wanderers.
Well done. The spatial anomaly appeared without warning, so we'll need to conduct a more thorough investigation and analysis.
Out of the corner of my eye, I see Raphael taking inventory of his art supplies. A light bulb goes off in my head. Captain, is it possible for me to continue my investigation?
You're not gonna leave?
Huh? In the end, I end the call and Raphael has somehow appeared behind me, his eyes sparkling with anticipation. You're a poor fishy stranded on the island. Can't just let you fend for yourself. Are you sure you want me to stay here, though? You can always come over to my place.
Cutie, I'm literally surrounded by the ocean. I don't think I can get stranded even if I tried.
After this initial confusion wore off, Raphael quickly embraced his new status as castaway. He's so dramatic.
I was planning to visit a spatial anomaly for inspiration, since a lot were popping up recently. I didn't expect one to deliver itself to my doorstep, though. But there's a more pressing matter.
Oh, fuck, I did again. A slightly troubled expression appears in his face.
After painting for 2 days straight, I fell onto my bed, and then I spent the whole morning trying to save my art supplies. If I don't eat something soon, I might become a real castaway.
Oh, Raph. Fishy cookies or lobster flavored crispy noodles? Which one do you want?
I'll take the fishy cookies. What brand of cookies are these? They're pretty good.
By the speedboat, Raphael tosses them into his mouth while taking the heavy bag from my hands.
What's inside?
He's so freaking precious. He is. A cooker and its grill. I also brought some seasoning and ingredients.
Then that's...
It's an auto-expanding ton from the association. It sets itself up with one press of a button. I'll show you how it works in a bit. Toss the tent and outdoor mud onto the beach sand. Then pick up another bag.
And this?
Some snacks, fruit, drinks, stuff like that.
Miss Bodyguard, I think you're a little too excited about me being stranded on a deserted island.
I think you are. I'm not. I continue tossing bags of various sizes onto the beach and speak with conviction. I was worried you might suddenly end up on a deserted island, so I brought everything I could think of. They're necessary for survival. Raphael waves the game controller in his right hand and the Boeing fish-shaped massage hammer in his left. He pretends to have an epiphany.
I see. Humans need many things to survive.
Toss him in the ocean. Yes, humans are delicate creatures. We can't take any chances.
All right, we should hurry then.
Gracefully leaves off the speedboat. Then he turns with his arms outstretched.
We need to build a shelter for my delicate human companion before the tide rises.
Delicate. After finding a nice flat spot and successfully setting up the tent, I'm about to show off my handiwork to Raphael when... Where is he?
Look.
Flowers burst into my field of view, their vibrant red petals dancing like flames. They're beautiful. Where did you find them?
Over there.
Look at where Raphael is pointing and catch a glimpse of something mysterious behind the dense foliage.
I was looking for a branch so I could make you a fishing rod, but I found several flame lilies growing in the bushes.
Ooh.
I followed the flower trail and saw...
Yeah.
Do you want to take a guess?
A tribe who lives on this island? This isn't good, Raphael. They might tie us up and feed us to the fish. I pretend to be scared and grab his arm.
Oh boy. The seasonings you brought are gonna come in handy, you know. Can you sprinkle more thyme on me?
So, Raphael, I'm about to make you into fucking sashimi. I swear to God. Raphael gently squeezed my hand as he leads me across the soft sand. We both follow the trail of flowers. An arc of light shines over the horizon, its golden brilliance cascading to the center of the island. It reveals ancient ruins that rise and fall with the land. Oh, it's a sea god dome thing, fuck. Weathered stone pillars in solemn silence, vibrant vines cling tightly to their surfaces, as if they were natural, radiant tattoos. There are sand-covered ruins and crumbling walls as far as the eye can see. The low, mournful sound. The sea breeze passes through the cracks in the stones. This doesn't look like a tribe's home. It's more like the ruins of an ancient temple. In the center stands a weathered clove. Broken stained glass windows cast their kaleidoscopic colors upon its surface. Raphael crouches down. His fingers gently trace the relief carved into the stone wall.
This is...
What is it? Raphael doesn't answer and leans in to examine it. Intricate carvings are detailed. While a lot has been warmed away from wind and sand, you can still imagine their original magnificence. This part looked like a person. What's that? It's some sort of like a giant crab raising its pincers.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, but that giant crab is Lemuria's sea god.
It's you. It's the crab! Huh? Takes my fingers and guides them to the indentation. He helps me trace the relief's pattern.
These lines are the hair, and the pincers are actually the body. Next to it is a radiant sacred staff.
Raph is very crabby, this is true.
These reliefs probably depict the legend of the first sea god from Lemuria's creation. They're not a guide on how to cook crabs.
Wanna bet? I'm sorry, I was rude. How do you know that for sure that this is Lemuria's sea god?
I can tell just by looking at it.
That's because it's you. Seeing Raphael's matter-of-fact expression, I wonder if this is some kind of special sense that only Lemurians have. MC. Please. Please. God. Isn't what the association told me. These spatial anomalies appearing in the city might be projections from the end of Deep Space Tunnel. That theory is correct, and this place could be...
Yeah, it might very well be from the sunken civilization of Lemuria.
Huh? In contrast to astonishment, Raphael remains calm as he gently closes my mouth.
This temple was probably built by my great-great-great-great ancestors.
Wow. So, if I took a bottle of sand from here, it would be a historical artifact?
Make sure the sea god certifies its authenticity first.
Raph, you're laying it on thick, and MC is not catching on. As Raphael speaks, he blows away the sand from the crevices. The carvings are more visible. Is this Lemurian sea god? What an imposing, majestic person.
You know, there's also a young, good-looking one.
I mean the sea god? There's a figure beside him, his consort.
Yeah. The sea god brought coral branches and conches when he asked her to be his bride.
Ah. Oh, the sea god knows how to be romantic, huh? It took something behind my ear. I reach up to feel soft flower petals. A flower? What are you?
You don't like it?
I like it. You also know how to be romantic. Huh? You really went like, wait, let me just one up my game. You were wait, hold on a second, I got this. smiling, Raphael pulls out a paintbrush to remove the dust from the relief. You said this was the first sea god. Does that mean there were eventually a second and a third sea god?
Every sunrise is accompanied by a sunset. Likewise, the sea god slumbers and awakens with the ebb and flow of his power. But when his power is gone, he fades away and dissolves into the sea.
When will the next sea god appear?
No one knows. Sometimes only a few years pass between a sea god's passing and their successor's birth. Other times, it can take centuries.
What about now? Is there a sea god in the current era? Sending out an amused chuckle, Raphael gently taps my forehead.
Who knows? It's just ancient history from thousands of years ago.
I swear I'm about to fucking bonk this man. Why can't you just be like, oh yeah, it's me, by the way. Hi. Why is he being so cryptic? He's like giving crumbs, but clearly not enough for MC to catch on, and it's driving me up the fucking wall. Like, we know, Raph. We fucking, as players, right? We know. We know. I should calm down.
Let's go.
Okay. He does still his hand to remove the sand. Then he stands up and pulls me to my feet. Where are we going?
To get my art supplies, duh. Nowadays, you have to be lucky to find Lemurian ruins. We need to copy these reliefs before they disappear and preserve them while we still can. But before that, there's one more thing.
Following his gaze, I turn. Nearby our tent is practically upside down. Only one peg is on the ground as it struggles against the howling wind.
We better hurry. Otherwise, we'll have to share the ocean with the sharks tonight.
After properly securing a tent, Raphael takes charge of the landscape architecture while I hand under interior design. By the time I finish organizing everything and lift the tent flap, the sun is setting. Clouds are painted in a dappled gold. Evening light washes over the sea and bathes this island in soft warm hues. A bright splash of coral red now sits in the sand. Is this Raphael's idea of landscape architecture?
Please. Of course there's more.
Please.
Look behind you.
Unable to see Raphael anywhere, I walk around to the back of the tent. I'm confused. The fence is arranged in a staggering manner. It's decorated not with vines, but with colorful seashells and sea glass. A winding path, paved with pebbles, leads to a weathered wooden boat. Crystalline waves dance across the boat's hull. There is no question about who painted them. Where did you get all this?
I just walked along the shore. Everything here is nature's gift.
When Raphael appears before me again, I wipe away the dust on his face.
So, my darling, delicate human, does this meet your survival requirements?
It's great, but I point to the grill and stove set up next to a wooden boat. It'd be perfect if there was a grill, if there was grilled meat. Oh, and drinks and fresh fruit on the side.
Are you sure those are required? It sounds more like a request.
Despite saying those words, Raphael walks over there.
Here.
As I take the can, I catch a glimpse of an unusual blue tinge beneath Raphael's collar. Raphael, I think your scales are showing.
Huh?
Don't move, let me see them. Raphael. Okay, so we know that his scales show up, right? If he's particularly excited. Raph, do you have something to tell us? Is there something going on? Is it your heat cycle? That'd be a bit inconvenient. Is Is it? Oh, you're reacting the same way. Like, Rob. Buddy. Buddy boy. Buddy. Do you need to take care of something? Do I need to take care of something?
Hey, wait. Your hands are freezing.
Raphael frantically grabs my hands.
I know what you're thinking, but they aren't scales, cutie.
Now, what are they?
You'll see after it gets dark.
I what? Raphael. You naughty. Ow. Oh my god. You flirt. You painted yourself, didn't you? Raphael tops a large prawn cracker into— oh, I love prawn crackers. Into my mouth to silence me and my curiosity.
Take one step forward, bend down, and then keep moving.
Just so we're on the same page, don't lead me into spooky caves or dump me on the dolphin's back, okay?
I haven't done any of those since I was 10.
I wouldn't be so sure about that. Raphael has covered my eyes as he guides me into the tent. The sound of the sea grows fainter.
Okay, now lie down on the blanket.
Right here. I trip over a round object and immediately reach out for something to steady myself. I wasn't injured from falling. Actually, I feel very comfortable right now. This is the thing that I tripped over. The booing fish-shaped massage hammer. And I feel the cushion under me. My cushion squirms in protest. Taking off my blindfold, I try to put on an innocent smile. You okay?
No.
No.
The split-second decision to use me as your cushion was done with grace. I'm impressed.
Thank you, thank you. Oh, you're too kind. Raphael raises his knee and nudges me. Now, what position are we in? This is important information. Where is he nudging us?
Why aren't you getting up?
Mess around. Mm-hmm. Ow, I fell on the floor. I got hurt. I need a kiss before I can get up.
You're such a tease.
Wonderful. Give me 14 right now. Delicious. Mmm. Scrumptious. Wonderful. I love that. Ooh. That's great. I love that. That is wonderful. Also, I'm gonna shave that. That's a good line. He holds the back of my neck as his cool soft lips meet mine. Then the gentle kiss deepens into something more intense. I'm left breathless. That's enough! His other hand spikes my waist and pulls me closer. With nowhere to retreat, I surrender to the passionate kiss.
You had enough.
I'm fine. That's... You're also saving that line. God damn! You're such a tease. Try to calm down and sit up when Raphael shifts to his side and gently guides me to lay down with him. Can you tell me why you're being secretive this afternoon?
Lie down and look up.
Okay. The lamp is suddenly turned off and everything is plunged into darkness. Gentle light begins to dance across the tent ceiling, gradually merge into a stunning display that resembles waves becoming flowers and brilliant stardust. The sound of waves lapping against the shore. I feel as if I'm falling into a luminescent blue ocean.
I mixed paint with fluorescent materials to try and recreate what you'd see with bioluminescent algae. You know, the blue tears phenomenon. I used countless jars of paint to make a small bottle, but it was worth it.
Besides me, Raphael's bathed in the same light. Paint marks below his collarbone give off a gentle glow. It's like a kiss from the ocean. I remember you said that blue tears only last for 10 seconds once I leave the ocean.
These should stay with us for much longer, or at least until you wash them off.
I wouldn't do that. As I gazed quietly at the blue sea, I remembered the equally magnificent reliefs I saw in the ruins. Raphael, tell me stories about Lemuria.
Do you remember the Tome of the Sea God? They say it contains the entire history of Lemuria, which spans countless millennia. It also has prophecies that were passed down for generations.
Raphael moves his fingers, and the glowing patterns transform into mysterious images.
What tale do you want to hear about first? Oh, and before I begin,
Amidst the sound of distant waves, his voice takes on the flowing sea's soothing quality.
everything I'm about to tell you is nothing more than a myth.
What? That night, I fall asleep while Raphael tells us stories. In my dream, I see breathtaking azure world. Massive sea creatures gracefully swim, schools of fish dance past mysterious seagrass, and luminous jellyfish drift past rainbow-colored coral reefs. A melody plays on a flute, resounds from afar as a small blue fish swims up to my fingertips. It swishes its tail as it guides me deeper into the ocean. And then I see it, a warm dancing flame. It's waiting for me. A young sea god cradles it in his hands, before gently placing it against my heart. Over the next few days, I focused on investigating the spatial anomaly, while Raphael focused on sketching the ancient reliefs. Aside from researching the ruins, he seems to be thoroughly enjoying this stranded on a desert island situation. Of course you fucking would. For example, what's this? When I return from my investigation that day, I find a wind chime made of seashells hanging by the door.
I wanted to make a paint organizer, so I collected some seashells.
Of course he enjoys it. He would be one of those off-the-grid painters.
But then I realized I collected too many, which is why I made the executive decision to use them all.
The table is covered with several shell organizers, shell pen holders, and a row of little birds composed of shells.
Look at this. Doesn't it remind you of the seagull that stole your bread yesterday?
And then these are
They're sea lanterns. Isn't it obvious?
several sea lanterns are scattered across the ground. Meanwhile, Raphael carefully removes excess wood with a small knife. I thought you didn't believe in sea lanterns and other wish-making customs.
Yeah, I don't. But I thought you might want to try it.
Well, you aren't wrong. We need your fire.
You know, you're getting really comfortable with bossing me around. Too comfortable, in fact.
Uh-huh. As we resonate, a warm glow emanates from within the lantern. It's not long before the sea surface is illuminated by many lights. Our time on this small island slips away with it like a gentle breeze. I send over the last proto-field greetings. Meanwhile, the arc of light above the horizon has faded, the spectre of its former self. This means the deep space tunnel's fluctuations are getting weaker. The spatial anomaly could vanish at any moment. The wind wakes me up at night. When I turn my head, I find myself alone. The sleeping bag is cold. Is he still awake? I pull back the tent flap and look outside. There's a faint glow coming from a fire in the distance. It's near the ruins. In the flickering firelight, Raphael sits before the centered stone wall. His stained charcoal pencil makes soft scratching sounds as it moves across the paper. You
You're
look
awake?
comfortable. Using his free hand, he lifts the blanket from his shoulders. I move closer and he wraps the blanket around us. Can't sleep?
I just wanted to finish the remaining sketches, that's all.
Paper is filled with mysterious, otherworldly drawings. I can vaguely make out the figure of the sea god. It's been a few days. Have you made any new discoveries? Can we just take a moment to appreciate how many outfits this man has on him despite being stranded? It's Raphael! He wouldn't be
I wouldn't
caught
call
dead
them
where-
discoveries, but I did learn about a few things that weren't mentioned in the Tome of the Sea God.
I feel like he has a secret stash. Just in case of emergencies. It would be fucking caught dead camping in the same outfit.
For example, the Sea God tried to win over his beloved in a variety of elaborate ways. I also found out how many times he stumbled.
That's cute. Feel bad for him. Even these embarrassing moments were recorded by your ancestors, so we could laugh at them today. Guessing the sea gods won his beloved heart in the end, right? Otherwise there wouldn't be more of the story.
You're correct. The Sea God and his bride lived together for all of eternity. Their power watched over Lemuria as the ocean thrived.
Liar. That's a textbook example of a happy ending.
And it's not how it ended.
Yeah. Huh?
The true ending is right here.
Raphael's fingers hover over the carefully.
The ancient people of Lemuria believed the sea god would protect them forever. That's why they built this temple. It was to record their legend and pass it down. They must have believed these carvings would stand the test of time as a Lemurian monument.
In the firelight, Raphael's voice softens. The air around us becomes hazy.
Yet the temple was eventually abandoned. Their civilization sank into the deep sea, and Lemuria was reduced to nothing in that abyss. Clearly, the sea god failed to protect his people.
It's just a myth.
Yeah, that's why I don't believe in things like legends.
The charcoal pencil meanders across the paper. It leaves meaningless lines in its way.
Whether it's a sculpture or a painting, art is just one way to capture a scene, to preserve a moment in time. But sculptures crumble, and the colors in paintings fade. Our humble efforts are powerless against time's relentless march.
But here you are, still drawing. I tap the paper in his hand. Deep down, you instinctively wish to preserve something, right?
Don't you think it's contradictory? I know nothing lasts forever, but I still want to keep trying.
I cup his face in my hands, and then I squish his cheeks. Raphael, you silly fish.
Why are you calling me a fish again?
Because you are a fish. You already captured thousands of beautiful moments. They're anything but meaningless attempts.
But I'm not satisfied with that.
He's so pouty. I love him, Sam. He lowers his head and embraces me. His warm breath tickles my ear.
I want to capture more moments. Every single second of being stranded on an island with you. I want to preserve it all.
Oh. I hug him back, and when I see the arc of light above us, a thought appears in my mind. Can I do anything to make this moment last forever? You mean marry the sea god? Finally. Bro's only been waiting half a century. I'm not sure when I doze off, but when I open my eyes again, I find myself wrapped in a blanket. I'm inside the tent. Art supplies and sketches are stacked on the table. Raphael finished all his drawings. I walk outside and head to the shore in front of the ruins. Raphael is staring at the faded arc of light as dawn appears on the horizon.
Do you want to watch the sunrise together?
Sure. Is this our last sunrise here?
Are you gonna miss this place?
Of course, we worked so hard to build our base. Now we'll never see it or these ruins again. No, they won't really disappear though. We'll just return to our original timeline in space. I turn to meet Raphael's gaze. Even though our time will pass once the space dissipates, I believe it's left a unique mark. Whether on this island or in our memories.
Wait. I feel like I'm about to hear something important. I need to prepare myself.
For what?
Are you really gonna spend our last moments on this island wearing pajamas?
They aren't pajamas! Looking down at my wrinkled clothes, I touch my messy hair. A belated rush of embarrassment floods my face.
There's a brown box in the tent. Check it out. I'll wait for you here.
Raphael prepared a dress for me. That
Do
was
you really
way...
think my personal...
Raphael prepared a dress for me, and here I am with just one flame lily for him.
belongings were just art supplies? Tell me what you're thinking about right now.
You're so pretty! Oh my god, he is so pretty! I need to bury a fire again. I am way too slow to read that. While moments are fleeting, I'll always be here to create new memories for you. With you. I know it's just a simple token.
My fire combined with your flower, it's anything but simple. Do you know what it means to have this as our witness? Then, in return, I'll give you the entire ocean as my gift.
That's so sweet.
By Lemurian customs, our covenant has been forged.
The pearls.
Every second of our lives must be shared, starting from this moment. If this vow actually represents eternity, will you give me the chance to prove myself worthy of your devotion?
It's well. The fish. Oh, my heart. Okay, that sounds a bit weird.
Would you like to share this moment with me, cutie? All right. Can you lower your head a little? From now on, the ocean's waters flow for you.
And the sea god, I will offer you my sincerest devotion. That is so cute. He is such a gentle soul. That is wonderful. I love that MC calls him her sea god. Yeah. Oh, that's so cute.